Alright, so we'll continue to render this out. Notice this small dot. When you zoom in or zoom out, you always concentrate on that one piece. I always kind of say to the student, put a contrast dot in there somewhere that you're more focused on. Like if you want to make that at the center, you make a small dot there. That way your eyes are always kind of going back to that one spot, and you never go above that white. Okay? So in other words, if I went a dot here in the center, that's it's almost a brighter white, and I didn't want to make that my centerpiece. So okay, again, you know, kind of missing my other tools. Only the fact that I knew the values really well. I guess this kind of throws it into the mix where now I'm kind of forced to slow down a little bit because I don't know what values of white are out there. And here I'm just adding some texture to the skull. And you see I'm just kind of plucking along here. You can do this with a mouse pretty easy too. Might want to fade this in. Another thing I find very interesting is the fact that you can take your smudge tool, really small, and just kind of go like this. And it blends two grays together. You just got to be very careful with this because you don't want to blend it in so much that you lose texture. Again, remember this is very, very big, and you want to keep things super contrasty, absolutely super contrasty. So that's why I always say don't get too hung up on it because of the fact that you are trying to put that detail in and you're trying to get that super contrast look. Oftentimes I'll jump around a lot, and that's because I have this tool that I'm using, and to save me some time, I'll fix a spot with this tool while I have it. What I like about 32-bit mode, you can't cheat. Like I can't use. Oh wait, I guess I can use. Sometimes you. I guess that was CS4. So I'm going to use this clone stamp tool just to kind of get that shape and get that texture back and then kind of cut away at it again. Again, I'm only concerned with one half of the sword. Okay, this blade looks so manufactured, it's pathetic. And I don't want to ruin it as far as going in here and messing up this. So I'll make a new layer. And as you see, I only have one layer right now. And I know students are really good about making a million layers. So I would stay away from that idea with this concept working is you don't want a whole lot of layers. What I'm doing here is just adding a coat over the entire blade just to give it some texture. Then I can put back things like this blood groove. I'm just holding shift here. Okay, now texture on the steel of the blade. This is really fun stuff. So what you want to do here is take a light black and you just want to scrub around on this thing. You gotta be careful about getting it too thick. If you do, grab the gray and start working that back into the texture, and then go back to your light black. And here's where I could constantly say about brush changing. So, you know, at this point, I notice that I'm changing brush sizes a little bit too much. I might make a tool just for texture, a 1 pixel brush. And then I'm going to take some super light white. And this is the hard, sucky part about this. I'm just going to add some texture to the outside edge. This takes a while, so I might, you know, pause the video. And this is just me chicken plucking my way all the way to the top. Once I get to the top, I'm going to probably switch videos. Now, notice this tone's gone. It's alright. I'm just kind of touching this basically real lightly in this area. And that makes it so it looks a little bit more exaggerated in that area. And again, I'm not using shift this time. I'm just kind of lightly touching it. There we go. So that looks more raised in that area. Not sure if I'm too happy with this area right here. So I'm just kind of toning that back a little bit. Alright, so meet me in the next video where I go into some more.